what kind of position were you in before appointment setting?
I was in a situation where live in a council house. My parents are sort of on benefit, so we weren't having a lot of money come through. I was struggling to even afford meals when I was going to college.
What has been your biggest win so far?
Big goal of doubling 5k and hitting 10k a month. A lot more comfort and help to my family at home.
With Dylan, we're in Marbella, and yeah, we're just going to go through Dylan's story and appointment setting just to show you guys how doable it is, to be honest. So yeah,
It's more than fucking doable. That's the first thing I say.
more than doable. Right, tell us, Dylan, what kind of position were you in before appointment setting?
So before appointment setting, I literally had no money whatsoever. So was in a situation where live in a council house. My parents are sort of on benefit, so we weren't having a lot of money come through. I was struggling to even afford meals when I was going to college, and essentially just sort of struggling a lot, missing out on a lot of opportunities with my friends, and just not sort of being able to live the life I actually wanted to live.
Okay. And then what actually made you want to come in? What did you see that was like, actually, I'm going to start appointment setting?
So the first thing I actually saw was that, one thing, it's not like a get rich quick scheme. It's like an actual long career, and sales is one of the core skills in every single business. And one thing that I've learned from very young, and it's to not look at the money and sort of thing. So when people look at appointment setting, they see there's so much money, flexing cars and shit like that. But the first thing I actually looked at is the skill itself and the value that's actually behind the skill.
Cool. And then coming into appointment set and then learning the skill, applying it. What changes did you see? Yeah.
What changes did I see? So changes in my actual life. So one of the very first things that I learned from sales is that it's not just a skill where you can make money. It generally can change your life. Like, I'm now way more productive. I have a way stronger mindset. I just do a lot of things 10 times more efficiently and way better. The school was a complete waste of time for me. I was getting suspended a lot of the times, and now, they told me I wasn't gonna amount to anything, and now I'm making 5k a month from appointment setting. So who's in the fucking wrong there?
Which is more than most of the teachers. When you first started off then, what problems were you facing? What was the biggest challenge?
So when I first started off, what I actually suffered with a lot was my confidence, and I suffered a lot from anxiety. So I didn't actually believe in myself as much as I thought I would, and I undervalued myself a lot. So it took me a long while to actually progress to the position that I'm in now, and actually learn the things that I needed to learn to actually break out of that sort of comfort zone and getting past anxiety and just being more confident with myself. So it wasn't actually the whole skill of sales itself. It generally was just my mindset and anxiety.
Yeah. And what did we do to overcome that?
What did we do to overcome that? So, what you did to help me overcome that was give me opportunities to actually put the reps in. And you also guided me in the way that I never thought someone would actually be able to guide me, helped me with my anxiety, helped me get through it, taking me out to Marbella, still trying to get out of the sort of anxiety thing now. Things like this helped me get out of my comfort zone a lot, putting me on the spot when needed, and actually helping me progress, not just in sales, but as a person, and becoming a man, because obviously I've literally just turned 18.
Yeah. I've seen you come a long, long way, bro. Very, very, very long way.
No, I hope there anymore.
Yeah, we don't have to go into it, but just know we've come a very, very long way. Okay. And what has been your biggest win so far?
My biggest win so far, there's a few big wins, but I think the main thing for me, I'd say there's two main things for me. I can't put it on one. The first main thing is that I've genuinely mastered and learned a skill that's valuable for me for the rest of my life. And two, what that skill brought me was a lot more comfort and help to my family at home. I'm able to help my family and my parents and my siblings out a lot more, because I'm one of six, so I've got a lot of siblings to help out, and this is definitely one of the things that's helped me provide for them.
Cool. And obviously now we're making the 5k, but what does the rest of the year look like? What's the plan?
So the rest of the year, obviously I've got the big goal of doubling 5k and hitting 10k a month. To be honest, I'm looking to sort of hit 10k within the next 2 to 3 months. Then after that, use my skills more as leverage to then move on to better positions and not just setting. Like again, Ollie's given me these opportunities where I'm not just a setter. I'm more valuable to his business. So I'm able to actually progress and do different things like start management and actually start coaching.
Yeah. No, and you've been smashing it, to be fair. Cool. And okay, what would you say to someone who will be watching this now? Because I'm sure they'll watch this and they'll be like, shit, like I wish obviously I could go from nothing to 5K a month, but they feel like it's too good to be true or they're a bit scared.
So, I mean, the first thing that I would say to them, and it's what I say to, I mean, like the students in all these community, they probably know exactly what I'm about to say, but it's to don't be a bitch. That's literally the main thing. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a pussy. If you want to make 5K a month and you want to get started with something like this, you have to dive straight into the deep end. You got to dive into the middle of the ocean. If you don't dive into the middle of the ocean and you try to swim out and swim above so you don't drown, you're not going to be able to make it. So the first thing I always tell everyone is don't be a bitch. That's the best bit of advice I could give to anyone.
So just to clear it up to anyone that doesn't quite get it yet, I have made Dylan a coach, so he is like putting in the reps. He's not only doing it well himself, he's helping a load of other guys also do it. So yeah, that's when I said he's doing a good job. He's a good coach. Moving on to management too. So yeah.
Fulfillment side of things from that as well. Like I've almost been in the space for a year now, and being able to help other people actually make money now is way more fulfilling. Like I'm getting all this coaching experience now, helping other people actually make money. Like I think most the most money that I've helped someone make was like 2.2 to 2.5K already. So I mean, like that itself, I mean, people dream of making that. Like it's very hard to find a 9 to 5 that would actually pay you that if you don't have anything from school. And just having that sort of experience of being able to coach someone, I feel like it would help me a lot in terms of like helping my siblings actually get into something that potentially they want to do. So let's say if my siblings want to do sales, I've already got that coaching experience where I can actually just teach them, show them exactly how to make money and just copy exactly what I do and set them up for life.
Yeah, sick. Literally been coaching so short of a while. So you've probably taken someone to that in probably under 3 months, right?
Under 3 months, yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, his first month obviously wasn't the best, but I mean, again, sales is not just something that's like you're not going to get rich quick. I mean, it took me 3 months to make my first, I think it was $70, and that wasn't even a close. I got $70 for booking someone in, and they didn't even close.
Right. Let's not put that blame on me though, because you weren't with me at that
I
point.
wasn't with him at that point, to be fair. I was with no one, and that's actually a great point. When I first started my journey, I didn't invest into anyone my first 3 months, and what that taught me was that you can't learn everything by yourself or online or through ChatGPT, because that's exactly what I was doing. I was using YouTube, I was using AI, and it took me 3 months to make $70. And then the second I invested with anyone, just someone, I then started making money. And then I invested in myself again. After I invested in myself again, I started making way more money. What people say about putting money in and you get money out, like you have to risk money to make money. It takes money to make money. Like if you don't risk anything, you're not going to get anything back.
And say for the guys watching now, not that it's about rushing things, but to get to success the fastest way possible, what would you advise them to do?
I wouldn't say there's any fastest way, but in order for you to actually get successful in this space, it's to generally detach yourself from the outcome completely, detach yourself from the money, especially because sales is not one of those things where you can get the same sort of income every month. It's not sort of like a steady, comfortable income unless you make it that. So the first thing I would say is detach yourself from the
Good
outcome.
answer. Yeah, cool. And well, you said that for 3 months you made no money. And that is actually pretty crazy, because I know 99% of people that do that, they just give up and they quit. So how did you carry on going even though you saw no result?
So to be honest, I mean, I'm going to be completely transparent. It's not like it wasn't any mind shit stuff. I didn't have any motivation. The second I started sales, like sending a few DMs, I just got addicted straight away. Like it was nothing like special. I generally just got addicted. I was obsessed with it.
Cool. And what would you say to that person that may still be on the fence?
If you're someone who's still on the fence, I mean, the only way you'll ever be able to find out if this is something that can actually work for you is to generally just give it a go. I mean, it works for everything, like everything in life. Like if you want to go play football, you don't know you'll be good at it until you go and give it a try. And then obviously you're not going to be good at it straight away. It takes a few training sessions, whatever, it takes a few matches, but after that you generally get good at it. It's literally the same thing, but this time more risk, more reward.
Perfect. Thanks, Dylan. Is there anything else you'd like to add on in the end that we might have missed out?
Don't be a bitch again.
I knew that was coming. All right, thanks, guys. Hope you took a lot of value from that. Obviously, Dylan has come a fucking long way. So proud of you, bro. On to the next. On to the 10K.